What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bane, and I'm back with another episode of Invincible guarding the globe. Sorry if this looks a little bit weird. You know, obviously we're not in our usual recording spot, so we're trying to make the best with what we have. But I have an update, and I am super excited to be talking about this with you all today. But let me start off with this. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, all the new players, all the new subscribers. You guys are helping my channel grow, and it's been tremendous. I love talking with you all, whether it be on YouTube or Discord or whatever. You guys are really awesome, so thank you so much. Welcome to the community. Welcome to my channel. Recently, I had a video I discussed about this April accountability strike that's going on, where a lot of the whales and the krakens and our big spenders in this game were feeling a little neglected and upset with, you know, the bugs that are in the game, the not showing the rates properly in these high-level shops that require a lot of investment, the lack of communication at some points, the lack of even compensation, or even though there was to be fair, there was some compensation that was given, it just wasn't up to par. It was 500 units for everybody. And then obviously case by case, some people got something, some people got nothing. I'm one of the people who got nothing. So just remember this too. I'm just a content creator. I love Invincible. I love Invincible guarding the globe. I really, really do. But I am in no way, shape, or form in any privileged position. I get nothing from this. I make no money from this. I have to spend money to buy gems just like you guys. I got to do what I got to do to try and make exciting and new content that would be something that I wouldn't mind watching. So please understand that I'm really just a guy when I say I'm just a guy. But being a content creator, I do have some access to hold conversations that when I tell you guys I want to speak for the community and that I really want to be a voice for, you know, like the common player or the everyday guy, I really mean that. So I took that video that I made, I pushed it forward, and I received notice that it was in fact viewed and they are understanding what's going on. So I want to bring it back. I want to get everybody on the same exact page. I don't want any breakdown in communication or any misunderstandings moving forward. And I really think if we can get everybody on the same page, which is probably impossible, but I'm going to try. If I could get everybody to join this goal and support this goal, I think we could actually get the change that we're seeking, right? So for this April accountability thing, the Krakens and the whales, and they were kind of encouraging everybody. You were not to spend gems. We were not going to spend money. We wanted to wait until the bugs were fixed, the rates were being properly displayed. They wanted to be able to play test characters, right? Side note on the playtesting the character. I'm a content creator. I know other content creators. We have been suggesting early access and playtesting characters for a long time. That is nothing new. It's something that we hope gets worked on and changed in the future, but who knows? So that's something that everybody wants, obviously, you know, but if that's something that they can do, then I'm sure they will. I understand the severity of the situation, especially when it comes to spending your money and feeling not getting that value back off of that purchase. Mobile games got a mobile game, and I know, to be fair for everyone, you know, it's going to be pretty impossible case by case because it's RNG based. There's luck, there's rates, there's everything. So I know if we can hammer out some of these bugs, then everything else would kind of just move accordingly, right? So getting back to what I said, the video that we posted where we made notice that we're disappointed in the bugs, we're disappointed in the compensation, we're disappointed in the way, you know, there's a breakdown in communication. I know that the dev team, especially the guys that I communicate with, I know that they were on holiday. And I wanted to tell everybody, let's give them until, you know, Monday, maybe even Tuesday, so that way they could get back in the office and get to, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. Well, it's Tuesday morning, and they are really just now getting in office and trying to catch up to all of these tickets, all of these customer support requests. And I know it's probably overwhelming to come in off a holiday, you know, dealing with your family and everything. And then they're like, oh, no, everybody's upset. So it's your boy Bane, and I'm going to tell you guys what I think we should do, right? Everybody, if you have an issue And this is with anything, any event, anything in which you're spending money. If you're getting a purchase back that you didn't, whatever, submit to customer support. Ensure that you provide them the proper details. Provide screenshots if you can. Provide recordings if you can. I know that's tough to ask, but just sometimes you have to make sure that you are getting exactly what you're supposed to. Give them as much details as possible. Go through support. They are actively working through every ticket as we speak. They are trying their best to catch up. It is going to take a minute. We are going to have to be patient. And that's going to be another part. We're going to have to be patient and let them actually work through everything. We can't expect it to be immediate as much as we would want it to be. And that's something that we as a community are also going to have to sit down and understand, right? So along with that and going through those customer support requests, and at this point, the event is over. Even the Space Racer event is over. So there's no real way to give event currency for that issue anymore. So my suggestion was, and I told this to the dev that I talked to as well, I don't want to put anybody's name out there, but I said, hey, bugs are not new. These issues are not new. This is something that we've encountered over a numerous, we're on year 2 now. This has been something that happens frequently. And I think we need to really show the community that you guys are listening and that you care and that you understand. And I even said this, I said, especially with this gym scarcity that we have going on, where we're begging to spend money on bundles. You can barely earn gyms anymore. And then we're having these back-to-back-to-back events where they're just draining us dry. There's no way. And draining us dry is crazy, I'm sorry. But there's just no way to keep up with the amount of characters and events that's going on and have a healthy gym economy. I said, right now is the perfect time. I believe, and this is going to sound crazy because I don't think they're going to do it, but I hope they do. They need to do we are sorry or we appreciate the community kind of gym bundle deal where they give everybody 20 to 30,000 gyms. Now, hear me out. I know that sounds crazy. 20 to 30,000 gyms. You're like, what the hell? They're never going to do that. They can, and they should. We're still here. We're still playing. We're doing everything we can to keep this game alive. We don't need a strike right now. Everybody just needs to feel heard and valued. So I believe that if they give the community between 20 and 30K, the spenders are still going to spend. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to hurt anything. If all it's going to do is show our community that you actually care. You see what's going on. We're sorry. We're going to do better moving forward. We know it's a lot going on. Let's change this. Let's make this better. Because you don't want people to not spend. You don't want people to not play. And we don't need people breaking down and trying to lose ship right now in the midst of season 4 with our hypest characters. We can still have Tech Jacket, Thrag, Brit, Thetis. Like, dude, there's so many more people to come to this game, let alone in this franchise, in this series. This is not the time for us to start falling apart. So I really want to rally the community, guys. Let's everybody get together. Let's go through support. Let's go through the proper channels. Let's make sure that we're all being respectful and kind to each other. And I really believe that if we all make this suggestion and we say, hey, we understand that you guys are going through this, we'll get behind it. We'll be patient. We'll wait. We know we got other characters coming. We know we got more events coming. Just give us that 20 to 30,000, everybody. And I guarantee you, watch the numbers go right back up. As soon as people start feeling appreciated, everybody will be in good graces again. Oh man, I can't wait for the next character. Because then these newer people too that are just now getting into the game, who are already at a disadvantage and so far behind, they'll be like, oh, I have all these gems now. This is awesome. I can actually summon on these events. Because you need so many character copies in order to actually have a useful, character anyway. So all you're doing is just showing the community that you care, you value their time, you value their purchases, and that we're not going to continue and just let things just be what they are. These people care. We obviously care. Let's be better. Let's make the world a little bit better today. So support this message. Let's all get together. Let's get on the same page. We all talk in Discord. We all talk in these videos. We can really get behind this and make this happen. If you want change to happen, you got to be the change, guys. So it's me, Bane. I'm sure you guys are tired of me yapping at this point. So I don't got anything else to say, but I appreciate you all, each and every one of you. I'm super excited for all these characters that we still have to come. I'm hoping we can get over this hump. And like I said, if they could just show us that they care, I know for a fact that we'll all come together and we'll be so happy to move forward together. So thank you guys for being here with me. And until next time, peace.